friends, and welcome back to Green-Eyed Yogi. My name is Brandy and I am so grateful that you chose to join me today. Today is going to be a nice and cozy 30-minute flow, which we will be using a pillow if you'd like and a nice and cozy blanket, so feel free to hop into some comfy clothes, set the mood, maybe turn the lights down low, maybe turn on the diffuser, some music, maybe a candle, and really just get into the cozy mood. With all that being said, let's get onto the mat. So to start our practice out today, we're going to come to a nice seated position, whatever that means to you. Feel free to grab your blanket and prop up the hips here so you can place it underneath the hips, sitting up nice and tall here. And like I said, just getting nice and comfy. The hands can come to rest on top of the knees, either hands up or hands down. Just settling into the body, settling into the mat. And we'll take a few moments here to start our mental scan of the body. So I want you to start from the top of the head, sending it all the way down to the tips of the toes, scanning the body, seeing how you feel right here, right now. Noticing any parts of the body that feel good, making sure that we send gratitude and love to those parts of the body. But also noticing the parts of the body that may feel sore or tight or tense. Making sure that as we move through our practice today, we're sending a little extra love and space to those parts of the body. Making sure that they feel loved and know that in this moment, in this time, they are welcome to relax and release as much as they want. So as we're sitting here, as we're scanning through the body, if you have not already, feel free to gently close those eyes. Taking this moment to set an intention for today's practice if you'd like to. You do not have to, but if you'd like to set an intention, it can be a word or a phrase. Take this time to do so. And once you set your intention and you've completed that mental scan of the body, we're going to start to turn our focus towards our breath. So with every inhale, I want you to feel that air going down all the way into that diaphragm, filling it up with each and every breath, feeling that beautiful energy move through you as you take your breaths. On your exhales, you can either release that air out through the mouth or use an even extension here through your exhale. Nice even pull, push and pull here. Inhaling in, exhaling out. Remembering that each and every breath is a new moment, a new chance to make space within the body, create new love, to seek abundance, and to relax down. As we're continuing to focus on our breath here, on your next inhale, I want you to try to take the deepest breath that you've taken throughout this practice so far, but as well as the deepest breath you've taken today as a whole. So taking that inhale in, prolonging it as long as you want. Getting all the way down into that diaphragm, filling it up with beautiful air. And exhaling out. Great job, guys. From here, we're going to start to create a little bit of movement in the body, a little bit of tightening micro movements throughout the fingertips and the toes. Feel free to extend this movement to the ankles and the wrists. Perhaps you start to move the neck and the head just a little bit. If you'd like, you can flutter the eyes open as we move a little bit more. You can take it side to side with the spine. And coming up to center here, we're going to take a nice deep breath in. Arms come up over the head, circling here, bringing them to kiss above us, palms touching as we bring them down into heart center. One more time, inhaling up, circling them down, exhaling to heart center. Let's do that one more time here. Inhaling in, exhaling, drawing those hands down to heart center. From here, we're going to bow the head. Nice extension through the back of the spine here. As we're bowing the head here, feel free to take the hands to the back of the neck, giving yourself a nice gentle massage. Taking it up into the base of the skull or down onto your trap muscles. So these muscles that connect the shoulders to the neck here, just taking a moment for some self-love, some self-care. Definitely giving us a little bit of a more cozy vibe here. Just being gentle with the body, being loving with the body. From here, we'll start to take our gaze up towards the ceiling, opening up through these beautiful throats that we have, allowing us to communicate with the world. Still working with those even breaths here. And noticing at any point during our practice, we're not doing anything too strenuous in today's practice, but just notice if at any point you feel like you're holding your breath. Try to obviously take a nice deep breath there, but start to notice why you think you're holding your breath there. Is it a pose that is a little extraneous for you, or is it an anxiety thing, or a tension thing? Just starting to notice parts of the body and observing parts of the body help us in our day-to-day basis on how the body moves and carries us through time and space here. So one more deep breath in here, gazes up towards the ceiling. And bringing it back down to center. Great job, guys. From here, we're just going to take the head over from one side to the other, just looking over each shoulder. You can go as fast or as slow as you like here. And doing a similar task here, we're going to take it side to side. So getting a nice stretch through the side of the neck here, taking it over to the other side. And coming back up to center. If you'd like to do anything else with the neck, feel free to do so. From here, we're going to interlock the fingertips behind the back, opening up through our chest here. Nice collarbone extension here. Heart opens up towards the sky. Drawing those hands down towards the earth. Releasing here. We'll interlock those fingertips in front of us, taking them out. Rounding through that spine. And coming back up to center here. From here, we're going to move into a little bit of a forward fold. So I'm going to scoot back just a little bit as we bring the soles of the feet to touch. So as we're bringing the soles of the feet to touch into Baddha Konasana, we're going to lengthen up through that spine. So drawing up from the tailbone, lifting all the way up to the crown of the head, rolling the shoulders back for just a moment here. We're going to work with a little bit of gravity here, so we're going to take our hands. You can leave them on your ankles if you'd like, pressing the elbows down into the thighs. If you have a little bit shorter arms, like I do, then you can remove your hands from the ankles and just gently allow the weight to press down into the thighs here. We're not trying to crank them down or anything, just allowing a little extra weight here. Remembering not to collapse through the spine here. We're still trying to keep an active spine. Great job, guys. From here, we're going to bring the hands to the toes, looping those shoulders back again. And from here, you can keep your hands on the toes, or you can walk those fingertips out in front of you as we come into a forward fold. letting that head hang over, making sure we're not overworking that neck. And inhale, we'll come back up to center here. Great job, guys. We'll come back into a nice comfortable seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, we're gonna loop those shoulders back just a few times, getting into those shoulder blades. A lot of the times we carry a lot of tension in our shoulders and our shoulder blades. Just allowing that tension, any stress there to just melt away nice and easy. Coming back to center, we're going to come forward just a few times here. And coming back to center. Great job, guys. Are we feeling a little loosey-goosey here? Good, good. I hope so. I hope so. From here, we're going to move into a nice gentle twist. We're not going too far here, so don't worry about trying to crank yourself into anything. We're just going to, nice and easy, take the arms up overhead. Palms are facing each other here. Reaching up through those side bodies. Exhale, we're going to bring our left hand to our right knee, taking our right hand back behind us. Once again, not trying to crank into it, just gently allowing our hands to give us a little bit length and a little bit of leverage here. Inhaling, we're going to come up through center, arms come up, reaching through those nice, beautiful side bodies. Exhale, we'll bring that right hand to the left knee. Left hand comes back behind us for length as we twist over that left knee. Breathing in, arms come up. Exhale, we're going to bring that right hand down onto our mat here. Taking those fingertips out just a little bit here and taking this left arm up and over. Nice side body stretch. Remembering not to collapse here through the chest. We're opening it up nice and wide to the sky. Breathing in here. Exhale, or breathing in, we're coming up through center. Sorry about that. Exhaling, we're bringing those left fingertips down. Remember to walk them out just a little bit as we bring that right arm up and over. Once again, a nice side body stretch. And inhale, coming back up to center. From here, we're gonna give ourselves a nice big hug, but we wanna bring that right arm on top, left arm on bottom as we walk the fingertips back towards the back of our body here. Bowing the head if you like, or you can stay upright here. Bowing the head. You can have a little bit of movement here, whatever feels right to you. Always remember to listen to the body. And we'll release here. As we're releasing, we're going to bring our right hand to that left knee. Left hand is going to come up on top of that right hand, okay? As we do so, we're going to take a nice deep breath in and out. Feeling those shoulders expand here as we're doing so. And releasing. Great job, guys. This time we're going to bring that left arm up on top. Right arm is on the bottom. Nice big stretch here. Walking those hands back behind us. Once again, you can bow the head if that feels nice, or you can keep your gaze out in front of you. And once again, we'll release. This time the left hand will come to that right knee, but on the bottom, right hand comes up on top here, walking the hands out as much as you want. And coming back up to center. Great job, guys. We'll roll those shoulders back a few times. If you'd like, you can bring the hands on tops of the shoulder blades as you roll it back, getting a little bit more into your chest here. And coming through center here. Now that we've gotten a nice little movement in the shoulders and the neck and the upper body, we're gonna I'm gonna transition long ways here. We're gonna take our legs out long in front of us. I'm gonna come off my blanket, but feel free to stay on top of yours. And we'll take those legs out long down our mat in front of us. As we do so, we're gonna take a nice deep breath in. As we take our deep breath in, we're gonna activate through that spine again. So starting at the tailbone underneath us, we're gonna sit up nice and tall, lengthening up through the crown of the head, really feeling that energy pulling you upwards here. Toes are gonna be flexed out in front of us for just a moment as we breathe. And then whenever you're ready, we're gonna take those arms up overhead, palms facing each other once again. Exhale, we're gonna forward fold towards the feet here. So as we're coming down towards the feet, if you want, you can place the hands on the calves here. You can bring them down to the ankles if that feels good. If you want, you can bring your peace fingers around the two big toes here to anchor you down. Or if you're really working on your flexibility here, you can always grab onto the bottoms of the feet and walk yourself down as much as you can. Just being very gentle with the body. If at any point you feel any strain, feel free to come out of it just a little bit more. We're not really trying to get deep into it. We're just trying to get a nice little relaxation of the body here. So coming into this forward fold, once again, letting that head just hang. Allowing the lower back to release with each and every exhale. From here, we're going to bring that right hand to the outside of our left leg, wherever you want to place it, whether that's the calf or the ankle or the foot here. And we're going to take our left hand back behind us, twisting it out here. Getting a nice little release of the back. Coming back through center, we'll release down just a little bit more, letting that head hang. And now taking our left hand, bringing it to the outside of the right leg wherever you want, and taking our right hand back behind us, twisting it out. Coming back to center, we'll reach nice and long one more time. And then slowly we'll roll back up into our seated position. Once again, we're gonna roll those shoulders back just a few times here. And we're gonna bring the hands back behind us as we bring the soles of the feet onto the mat. From here, we're gonna walk them out about mat's distance width apart. We're just gonna windshield wiper the legs back and forth. Making sure that the hips get a little love here. We did our Baddha Konasana, but we wanna get a little bit more here. You also may feel a little bit of a massage between gravity and the earth below you on the glutes here. Always a nice chance to get a little massage action going on here, a nice roller action if you don't have a roller at home. And coming back to center here, we're gonna bring the soles of the feet closer together, still placed down on the mat, but just bringing the feet together. Hands are gonna come around the knees. We're drawing that chest forward towards the knees. Deep breath in. Exhale, we'll round through the spine. One more time, inhaling, drawing that chest forward. Exhale, releasing, rounding through that spine. Great job, guys. From here, we're gonna come all the way down onto our backs, bringing those knees with us. If you'd like, you can bring your pillow onto the mat. to, of course, prop up your head or your back, wherever you want that pillow. As we come down onto the mat here, we're going to bring those knees up into the chest for Apanasana. From here, feel free to roll side to side, giving the lower back a nice gentle massage between gravity and the earth below you. Once again, getting nice and comfy, nice and cozy. And then from here, we're going to place the soles of the feet down onto the mat. We've done a few forward folds here today, so we're going to get some counter action there. So we're going to press firmly down into the soles of each foot, there we go. And we're going to really make sure that we're activating through all four corners of those feet as well, okay? From here, we're going to press into the foundation of those feet as we lift the hips up into a bridge pose, okay? So if from here, if you'd like, you can roll the shoulders under, getting a nice clasp of the hands underneath, making sure that the knees aren't splaying out to either side. We're keeping them nice and hugged in here. Exhaling down. Great job, guys. We're going to do that one more time, okay? So get your bearings here, get it nice and a little comfy. If something didn't feel right, see if you can adjust it just a little bit. And we're going to take a nice deep breath in and out. Next exhale, we're going to press into the foundation of our feet as we lift the hips up. Exhaling, drawing those hips back down. Great job, guys. From here, we're going to take those legs out nice and long, down our mats. Taking the hands out to either side. From here, we're coming into our rest. So if you'd like, you can just lay it on top of any part of your body that you want to feel a little bit more weight on. Or, of course, you can take it if you're feeling cold. Or, you know, this is cozy yoga, so if you want to get nice and cozy, you can just curl right up here. Kind of burritoing up if you like. Resting down into the earth. We'll start to relax the body down, starting with the feet and the ankles. Allowing the calves to melt down into the earth. Allowing the knees to splay open in whichever way they choose. Allowing the hips to grow heavy. The stomach rises and falls with each and every beautiful breath you take. Your chest and your shoulders are completely supported by the earth below you. Your throat becomes calm. Your jaw unclenches. Your brows unfurrow. Allow your breath to return to its natural, neutral rhythm. And then allow your mind to wander, and then just become quiet. I will guide you back shortly. If you have more time, feel free to pause the video here and stay in Shavasana for as long as you'd like. However, if this is all the time you had today, begin to bring our awareness back to the body. First, starting by noticing the physical body, our muscles, our bones, how we feel physically in this very moment. From here, we'll start to notice the more subtle body, our breath, how we feel emotionally in this very moment. Taking our awareness to observe the entire body, nice and slow. And we'll start to reawaken the body, starting with the fingertips and the toes. Sending these movements larger to the ankles and the wrists. Perhaps you shake the head yes and no on your mat. And then whenever you're ready, we'll take those arms up overhead, full body stretch. Really reaching up through those fingertips, pointing through those toes. Nice deep breath in and out. One more time on this last exhale, just releasing anything else that no longer serves you, anything else that you want to leave on the mat today. Inhaling in, exhaling it all out. From here, we'll start to roll over onto our favorite side, into a fetal position. Drawing our arm underneath the head if you'd like. Bringing those knees up into the chest. Taking our top arm, the arm closest to the ceiling, closest to the sky, pressing it down into the earth in front of us as we slowly press all the way back up into our seated pit to get nice and comfy. You can keep the blanket in your lap and maybe wrap it around us here. We're just getting nice and cozy in this nice seated position one last time. Take a deep breath in, returning to our intention if we set one at the beginning of our practice. And then we'll take the arms up overhead, allowing them to kiss above us. From here, we're going to bring the hands down in 3 stages, nice and slow. To begin, we're going to draw the hands to the forehead. We stop here to remember that our thoughts have so much control over the things that we do, the things that we say, and the way that we feel. But we have control over these thoughts. So I encourage you to observe your thoughts, to learn from them and grow with them, allowing yourself to cultivate a mindset of positivity available to you at any and all times. Slowly, we'll draw the hands down to in front of the mouth. We stop here to remember that our words are powerful. Our words are so incredibly powerful. With them, they bring the ability to change our lives, to change others' lives, and to change the world. So as you go out into the world, as you leave your mat today, I encourage you to speak kindness onto others as well as onto yourself. Allow yourself to be that beautiful change in the world. Slowly, we'll draw the hands down to heart center, the final resting place of our hands in today's practice. We stop here to remember how truly amazing we are. We take this moment to thank ourselves for coming to the mat today, doing something purely and totally 100% for ourselves. We thank our bodies for all that they do for us. We thank our minds for all that they do for us. We thank ourselves for every achievement we've ever achieved, for every obstacle we've overcome. We thank ourselves and the world around us for every opportunity we've ever received, and every opportunity still waiting just around the corner. We thank ourselves one last time for this moment, and every moment that we choose to give to ourselves, lovingly and compassionately. Finally, I'd like to take this moment to thank you so incredibly much for sharing your big, beautiful, magical practice with me today. The light in me truly sees, honors, respects, and loves the light in each and every single one of you. Until we meet again, namaste. Thank you guys so incredibly much for joining me on the mat today. If you enjoyed today's flow, make sure you give it a big thumbs up because it helps out the channel a lot. And hit that subscribe button if you're not already. I'm very eager to see what kind of flows that you guys would like to see, whether that is a duration, a kind, a sequency flow, a part of the body. Let me know down in the comment box down below as well. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you when I see you. Bye!